This is quite literally like a diving simulator. Very laid back. You are a marine biologist. You're basically on a project where you're scanning the different species, and as you scan it, you get like real life details about these fish and this marine life as you scan them. And there's a story that goes on. So she's with a team. She's diving on her own, but she's with a team that are up on the surface, and she's always communicating back and forth. And the basic story is she's trying to follow this group of humpback whales and follow this one family, and you learn a lot about actual sea life. Like, this was developed, it was inspired, according to the beginning of the game, inspired by Planet Earth 2, like actual National Geographic, right? So it's very real. Everything looks fantastic, and of course you're swimming, so it's very 3D. Like, you feel like you have full 360-degree motion. The controls are beautiful. Like, I felt like I didn't have to learn how to play this game. I jumped in and I immediately knew how to control this character. I didn't have to be told how to control it. It was that well done.
All right. Quick question: this is controller or is this VR?
No, this is controller. This would be cool in VR.
Awesome in VR, wouldn't it?
Would be so awesome in VR. Absolutely would. So it's really cool. I mean, you play different days in this campaign, or in this. I'm not sure what you want to call this. The study that you're right. So between each dive, you go back up to your little pod. Whatever little boat that you're in, and there's different information around. But not only that, but there's not just information in the boat you can read about and learn about the marine life. There's actual videos, like actual documentary videos that you unlock through each chapter of this game. It is so cool because it's not just in-game documentary. It's an actual filmed documentary, right? You're going to see a little bit of it now on screen. And I find it so fascinating to play this game and then learn all about these things, about stuff I've never even known about deep sea life and diving, and like all these marine biologists and sort of like how they live their lives. It is so fascinating. There's some of these people that literally their life is in the ocean. And I would say this is, it's a game per se, because you're following along in a story. You're scanning all these different marine life. There's X number of each of these marine. Well, I don't know what that was, Tico.
That was my phone just made noise for no reason.
Apparently, totally threw me off here.
Sorry, it's on silent, so I don't know why it would be doing that. But
so I don't even know what I was saying. My gosh, that really threw me off.
Marine biologist.
It's I find it more of a really laid back game. Like, you're scanning all these lives. There's X number of each of these fish or marine life that you can scan. So part of the game is finding all of them. And, if there might be like 20 sharks. And so in the game, there's 20 of them to scan somewhere throughout each of the chapters. And then, of course, there's following the story. At one point in the game, you actually had a choice to investigate what seemed to be this strange noise coming from the deep that seemed to be like almost like illegal miners, or continue with the scientific study and just report them. So you had to actually choose, and I don't know, I chose one of them, but I don't know how that changes the story. So I feel, so far, I've been playing this game a couple of hours now, and it's so laid back, but I don't know how that little piece changes the game to decide where I go with the story now that I've chosen that one particular path. And whether or not do I play it again to get a different path, I have no idea. But it is so,
What do you think, Andre?
like I said, it's laid back. There's no combat. You're literally just a diver scanning, like swimming with the fish. you know,
So there's
and
no
not,
danger. You're not
there's
gonna
no
die. A
no.
shark's not gonna swim out, and like there's no tension or anything like
No,
that.
there's no tension. It is just so laid back, so fascinating. So much so that Dorothy actually sat and watched me play for a good, 20, 30 minutes last night, because she's always been fascinated with marine life as well. She grew up in a diver's family. Her parents are divers. Her brother is a diving and a scuba diving instructor. He's got
Cool.
every certificate imaginable as a diver. So, right, because that's part of his life. Dorothy was diving when she was little, so she grew up in diving. So she's always fascinated with underwater stuff. I would love to learn how to dive. I'm not sure if I'm a little too old for it now, but it would be so fascinating. But this game is just that fascinating. I just love the slow pace, the swimming, and it's not too slow a pace. That's what I like. It's sort of like that perfect swimming, and it feels like you're swimming too.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's fantastic if you're looking for something a little bit laid back, really beautiful. If you're fascinated with marine life, you want to check this game out. It's called Beyond Blue. It's available now. It launched just under a month ago, I believe, and I was given a review code for this to review. So yeah, I'm quite thrilled with this. I will definitely continue playing this because it's set up in very perfect, like, sort of 30-minute chapters. And you can just, if you want to just spend 30 minutes, you could spend 2 hours with it if you want. But yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying Beyond Blue. Definitely check it out.